Hey guys, what's going on? Jebb here, and in today's video, I am going to be giving you some fundamental updates on none other than the Cardano project, and then we're going to be doing some technical analysis on your favorite cryptocurrency. At least a lot of you guys seem to love Cardano. We have some major news that we're going to be going over on Cardano today, and then we're going to get into some technicals. So without much further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Guys, the very first thing that I want to talk to you about is IOHK integrating Cardano into a decentralized crypto trading platform named Orion. Let's jump onto my screen and I will show you. First, for Cardano users, this will provide a decentralized gateway to the digital assets market, allowing them to buy and sell via the Orion project over on Cardano's blockchain later on this year. Orion, a DeFi ecosystem and trading platform, along with the blockchain engineering company IOHK, Input Output Hong Kong, which is in charge of updating Cardano, today announced a partnership to integrate the Cardano blockchain into the Orion trading terminal. This will be the first time in history that anyone is able to trade Cardano on a decentralized exchange, a DEX, and this is a major update for anyone who is looking forward to Cardano moving forward in the direction of DeFi. This is a big step in the right direction. Next piece of news I want to talk about here on Cardano has to do with another deal in the works in Africa. As you guys know, Cardano is already in contract. Actually, they're already in working with the Department of Education in the country of Ethiopia. 5 million high school students are going to be coming online using decentralized identification protocols set up on Cardano. And just a couple of minutes ago, in fact, it was a couple of days ago, we got an update that there is another major deal coming from an African nation to Cardano, and this time it's coming out of Tanzania. Let's go ahead and read this. According to IOG, that's Input Output Global, the parent company, if you will, the parent organization of Cardano's development, Director of Africa Operations, John O'Connor, another significant deal is in the works. Like the Tanzania tie-up, this will likely feature cooperation between a local government and the private sector, with IOG technology bridging the partnership. The focus on the Tanzania deal is to build scalable infrastructure in conjunction with World Mobile, who is attempting to bring internet access, satellite internet access to Africa and to the rest of the world so that everybody can be brought online. The project intends to provide mobile internet access across Tanzania. Although O'Connor is keeping quiet on the specifics of the new deal, he did let it slip that it relates to payments and open finance. An additional 1 million users may be coming on board to the Cardano network. In his tweet today, he said, or actually, it's not today, it was a couple of weeks ago. Today, he said, "Today I wrote a letter to a president, found 1 million users to bring onto Cardano, had a gosh dang good cup of coffee to boot." That sounds like a great day, John O'Connor. This is another big adoption story for Cardano. Anyone looking for fundamental development on Cardano, you found it. Let's look at one final article, and then we're going to move on to some technical analysis. Input Output launches Alonzo Blue 2.0 for the Cardano testnet. I'm going to go ahead and read on here because you will figure out what this is as we go. Input Output, a blockchain infrastructure research and engineering company behind the development of the proof-of-stake Cardano platform, launched a new version of the Cardano node, Alonzo 2.0, to the testnet. The Alonzo fork is a long-awaited breakthrough for the platform, as it will allow the implementation of smart contracts in Cardano. Let's go. That was one of the major things that Cardano needed to do to continue to compete with Ethereum, as Charles Hoskinson says that he wants to. If Cardano is going to be able to take on Ethereum, it needs to close the gap very quickly, by the way, because Cardano only probably has about another 18 months before Ethereum starts to get its act together and gets Ethereum 2.0 on board, 1559 EIP passes, and Ethereum starts to get over some of the major systematic problems that it has. Cardano has a small and narrowing window of opportunity to move in the right direction, and luckily so far they've been taking good advantage of that, but this is another development in that space. The first alpha testnet, Alonzo Blue, will initially be supported by a small group of stake pool operators, partners, and Plutus pioneers. Plutus pioneers were recruited by the Cardano developers to train in Plutus, a smart contracts Cardano programmed speech. Alonzo Blue's SPOs were given a day for updating their nodes before running the first test scripts. In the following months, the program will expand by including a greater number of users as the new testnet functionality and features get integrated. So guys, these are three of the biggest fundamental developments that we have seen on Cardano so far this month. But now I want to go ahead and show you what's going on over on the chart for Cardano, because there is actually some very important signals showing up on its technicals. If we look here on the daily chart for Cardano, you guys will be able to tell that we're in a descending triangle pattern at the moment. It's broken bearish out of here, but we had a very strong V bottom down here when we hit about $1. That level of support held, luckily for everyone in Cardano. If we did break $1, we were likely to go much lower, but we did not. Instead, we have rallied up and we're now testing a level of resistance, a downtrending level of resistance that has been in play ever since the 16th of May. That rhymed. in the last 3 days, Cardano has rallied from the low of $1 39% up to $1.39. That's funny how that sounded. And in doing so, we have not only created an inverse head and shoulders pattern that should be pushing us to the upside, but we have also seen down here on the 4-hourly chart some bearish, actually this in this case is bullish RSI divergence. Looking here, we can see downtrending levels of support on ADA, and we can see uptrending levels of support on Cardano's RSI. That indicates that we should be moving heavily to the upside, which we have in fact seen. This is another example of why technical analysis is so important and why I am encouraging you guys to join the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy, which, by the way, today is the last day of the sale, so make sure to check that out with the link in the description box down below. You'll never get the Academy for this price ever again. Anyway, moving on here. There is quite a bit more that we need to look at. Namely, the volume on Cardano is still very low. We saw some volume spike on the 22nd of June, but we haven't seen anything sustain. We have instead seen the volume continue to decline. The last 2 days have not been anything great, but we have seen green candlesticks. But the fact that we've seen very low volume doesn't really lend a lot of support to those green candlesticks. Yes, we've seen green candlesticks, but there's not much backing them, so it's hard for us to be very confident in them. One thing I also want to point out is this price level of $1.32. This is a level that we have seen tested many times in history, and this level is the one that we just broke up above, and it actually constituted the bottom of our descending triangle pattern over the last month and a half. We want to stay above this level, but if we don't, expect us to head back down to that dollar territory, and remember that Cardano likes to move in conjunction with Bitcoin and Ethereum and the other major power players. One final thing I want to point out is that the 20 daily exponential moving average is currently sitting almost perfectly on top of that downtrending level of resistance, and if Cardano wants to go into a new uptrend, it's going to need to break this. So I throw the question back to you guys in the comments section. Do you think that Cardano is going to be able to rally past the 20 exponential moving average, break into a new uptrend, and start heading for new highs like $1.75, $2, some of these major resistance levels that we've talked about? Or do you think that the bullish RSI divergence and the inverse head and shoulders pattern are not going to be strong enough to bring about that bullishness that we need, and Cardano is going to reject? I'd love to hear your opinions on all of that in the comments section down below. And by the way, if you're looking for a fantastic indicator to help you in your technical analysis, I highly encourage you to check out Lux Algo. We use it in our technical analysis here. And of course, guys, remember, no indicator is perfect. No indicator can ever be perfect. Indicators are supposed to be used in such a way that we have been supported by them, but we're not reliant on them. But of all the technical indicator packs I have ever looked at, I've gotten the most value out of Lux Algo. It has some phenomenal signals and some very helpful indicators, so check that out. The link's in the description. We have a coupon code down there for that as well. Anyway, guys, that is going to wrap it out for today's video. Before I go, though, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Oh, I got a